it attracts, again, physical assaults, crime, vandalism. That's what it attracts. It's not a pretty street to walk on.
Yeah, physical assault, crimes, vandalism. Yeah, because it's an entire underground network of junkies and illegals that are passing stolen merchandise and cash back and forth. What is up? My name is Eric. This channel is called Report and Opine. I am back. This, of course, is the epicenter for all of your current and captivating coastal elite chaos. So please hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, leave a comment or two, share this with a friend. Let's go. The big brains in San Francisco have now decided to put a pause on illegal street vending in the city's Mission District for 90 days. And my word, for 3 months, they're going to try and enforce the law. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The criminal element is in complete control, and they are daring somebody. They are daring anyone to do something about it. So San Francisco finally said, let's shut this down for 3 months. And surprise, they protested. So the people selling the stolen merch, very clearly stolen merchandise, shampoo, soap, toothpaste, one-off from cars and stuff like that. And those people have decided, how dare the city try and stop us from selling our stolen merchandise? From KTVU, Fox 2 News, 90-day street vendor ban in effect in San Francisco's Mission.
And on street vendors in San Francisco's Mission District goes into effect today. KTV's Ali Rasmus has been speaking with people who live and work near 17th and Mission who say they're happy about the change. Ali?
Yeah, a 90-day ban on all street vending in the Mission District starts today. And so starting today, a couple of hours from now, anyone who wants to sell something from will have to do it in one of two.
Anyone who wants to sell something from what? The stuff they stole from the grocery store, that car they broke into, now they have to go here to do it? Is that what you're telling me?
Designated spots here in the city. This is one of them. This is 17th and Mission. You can see some of the workers here are getting ready to open up the gates here. This is, the sign above says El Tiangue. This is going to be kind of an open air marketplace for some of the street vendors who have permits to come and sell some of their goods. Selling goods on the street and on the sidewalks is not allowed for the next 90 days here in San Francisco. Let's show you what it looks like inside this storefront. It used to be a furniture store. It was vacant. Now the city's repurposed it as a designated spot for street vendors to...
Okay, so the city of San Francisco has repurposed a vacant business. So you might assume that this was once a thriving business that somehow fell into the hands of the city, and now they are telling the people that are stealing stuff from all over San Francisco to go there to resell the stuff.
Sell their goods instead of on the street. The other spot is at 24th and Cap, a parking lot there. San Francisco Supervisor Hillary Ronen says they decided to enact this 90-day ban because there were just too many people selling things on the street. And she said that led to problems with the Department of Public Works being able to clean and clear streets. She also said there was crime and even assaults tied to conflicts between some vendors. Now, people who live and work in the neighborhood around 17th and Mission say they are looking forward to this change because they say they were tired of some of the problems.
Like a trash dump. I saw it yesterday. Truck, carton board, papers all over.
So something has to be done, you think?
It should have been done a long time ago.
The congestion.
He's right about that. It should have been done a long time ago. And it obviously needs to go on indefinitely, forever, not for 90 days.
That I see on the sidewalks, it attracts, again, physical assaults, crime, vandalism. That's what it attracts. It's not a pretty street to walk on.
Yeah, physical assault, crimes, vandalism. Yeah, because it's an entire underground network of junkies and illegals that are passing stolen merchandise and cash back and forth.
And so, yeah, it's going to affect everyone. All the small businesses up and down. We don't have the foot traffic.
And that's the owner of a nearby coffee shop, Abanico Coffee Roasters. She says she's been open for 2 years and she's been frustrated that the city hasn't done anything about the problem of too much street vending until now. She blames the lax permitting process that San Francisco used to give some street vendors a permit. She says some vendors are legitimate, selling handmade cultural crafts, but she says there are many who are really just selling items that look like they're stolen, and what she said was posing as street vendors. But back out here live, taking a look at what the inside of this open air market is going to look like. This is not an open air market, but this is a furniture store that they are converting into a market where permitted vendors can sell their goods instead of on the street. We're going to be talking to one of the nonprofits that helped facilitate this about their plans coming up in the next hour of Mornings on 2. Live in San Francisco, Ali Rasmus, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
Okay, so there you go. A not-for-profit has helped repurpose this building, and I've been to that street market accidentally, and you can say it is it's a little hostile.
I have a bad memory.
And they quite literally stole everything from Walgreens right on 16th and Mission till it was forced to close down. They sold that stolen merch half a block away, then painted the empty Walgreens building in graffiti and cultural center murals. That's basically what happened. And I'm pretty sure that the shoplifting from stores, from nationwide vendors, got so bad, of course, they're leaving. But when everything got locked down, those thieves just decided that they were going to start breaking into cars and houses. So after you steal everything that's not nailed down from a retailer, what's left? It's just cars and homes. And all of that stuff was being sold at that street market in San Francisco's Mission District. And of course, the ban led to a protest from Cron 4 News. Mission District street vendors oppose ban. How surprising.
Cron 4 News at 2. I'm Grant Lotus. Justine Waldman is on assignment. A 3-month ban on street vending in San Francisco's Mission District is now officially underway. City leaders say the ban is fueled by concerns that these markets are hotspots for crime. Today, vendors held a rally to protest the ban. Cron 4's Charles Clifford was at that rally. He joins us live in the city with the latest. Hi, Charles.
So the people that are selling the stolen merchandise at the market have the gall to protest. This is very similar to what we see, obviously, with the migrants. Oh, well, we don't want to live in South Brooklyn. We want to live in a 5-star hotel in Midtown Manhattan. So these guys are stealing anything that's not nailed down. And, of course, some stuff that is nailed down is also being stolen. The city finally says, you got to stop selling this on the street. And they say, no, how dare you? We're protesting this. Insanity.
Well, good afternoon. Starting today, the city has banned street vending in the Mission, specifically along Mission Street there, for 90 days. And the goal is to cut down on crime and the illegal, unpermitted vendors who are selling stolen merchandise. The problem is that many permitted vendors, some who have operated along Mission for decades, are also banned, and that is causing them some concern. And today they held a rally to try to send a message to the city. Members of the newly formed Mission Street Vendors Association called on
the newly formed Mission Street Vendors Association. Okay.
The city to either lift or delay its new ban on street vending along Mission. Many say that their livelihoods are at stake by no fault of their own.
We have always followed the rules.
Okay, yeah. He's always followed the rules. This man is, I guess, the voice of the protest and can't be bothered. He doesn't even speak English, so I guess we need to bend over backwards to make sure that he can sell the stolen merchandise on the streets of San Francisco.
We have paid taxes, and that has allowed us to continue growing.
And just because you pay taxes, which I doubt, but even if you do, that is not that's not a license to do whatever it is you want.
As a human being, as a family, and as part of the culture.
City officials led by Supervisor Hillary Ronan implemented the ban because they believe that unpermitted street vending has created a health and safety problem in the Mission. Ronan has also said that many of the unpermitted vendors are selling stolen goods and acting aggressively towards neighbors and city workers. Ronan actually spoke at Monday's rally, saying that the city is trying to balance the needs of the community while dealing with a difficult problem.
We need our city workers to be safe. We need our brick and mortar businesses to survive. We need our residents to be able to use public transportation and walk down the street. And we need our vendors that are not doing anything wrong to be able to survive.
The new ban is set to expire in 90 days, but could be extended if the city determines there are objective health, safety, and welfare concerns. All right, back live now. The city is providing some financial assistance to those permitted vendors who can't operate along Mission. They've also opened up 2 areas where permitted vendors can go and set up shop, but some of the vendors aren't too happy about that because what they really like along Mission is all of the foot traffic that they get there that helps their business. So there'll be a lot more on this story in the weeks and months ahead, but for now in San Francisco, Charles Clifford, Cron 4 News.
All right, so this Hillary Ronan lady, she's saying, she's speaking in political platitudes and it sounds pretty good, but let's be serious. Does anybody expect for that lady to clean up the Mission District? Not a chance. And some of the vendors got paid out. The city set up 2 sites for these people to sell their stolen merchandise, but they don't like that because they want the foot traffic. It's absolute insanity. And I went to check out the cleanup, right? I've been to the Mission District and walked through the street vendors, and then I heard this and went there to check it out, and it does look better. It's cleared up. You can walk along the sidewalk without going between dozens of street vendors with all of their clearly stolen merchandise just sitting on the ground, maybe on a piece of cardboard if you're lucky, and the cops are swarming.
But I would say take it all.
But all they've done is really push these people out. They're just scattered around on different blocks, which is obviously, that's to be expected. But it begs the question, what happens after 90 days?